You're talking about the whole chapter, right? Yeah. Sirach chapter 25 and 26. Now watch this. Let's read from the top.
Sirach chapter 25, Ecclesiasticus. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before God and men.
Read.
The unity of brethren.
Go on.
The love of neighbors.
Go on.
A man and a wife that agree together.
Go on.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life.
Go on.
A poor man that is proud, a rich.
So a poor man that is proud, meaning he's poor, but he refuses help. He lets his pride get in the way. And that's to me, I have to agree with most of it. That's stupid. Because the very help you're getting it's been sent to you from the Most High. And the Most High is, So, and the Most High, he's trying to make sure that everything works for us. You see? That's what the Most High is doing. And what's the second?
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich man that lies. Why would you need, a rich man don't need to lie. Why are you lying? What would you need to lie about? That just shows the ignorance of his richness. That's not informed him, because a rich man usually is an informed man. That's why the scripture speaks about a man who travels. A man who travels, the scripture puts a high sum on him, because he's a man that has seen more than others. Therefore, you should not be quick to flap your gums. A well-traveled man, because he's well-traveled, he has seen things that others have. So wisdom dictates that just listen. Just listen to him. But a boaster will quick, oh yeah, I've done this. Oh yeah, I've done that. That's a boaster. Bad spirit. Bad spirit. A wise man listens. And listens twice as much because he's got 2 of these. Read.
And an old adulterer that doteth.
A man who is now old but continues to still look at women like he's still a young buck running around. There's nothing so pathetic as when you go up to Sugarland and you see these old 60-year-old, 50 and 60-year-old man driving these sports cars, Corvettes to be exact, and driving it slow. You need a 2x4 at the side of your head. And they're leaning with it. What? You know, you're growing up, you're boarding up, you're hooked over as well. You're not even upright, but you're still looking. The Most High says that these 3 men are men that he deplores them. But jump to verse 4, read.
Oh, how comely a thing is judgment for gray hairs.
So, see, read.
And for ancient men to know counsel.
To know what?
To know counsel.
Go on.
Oh, how comely is the wisdom of old men.
Of old men. Old men must have wisdom. We dealt with this a few weeks ago. It's important that when you get older, you get wiser. I like to teach young men how to be wise. I like to do that because if they get certain things, and young women how to be wise. There's nothing that's sweeter than you hear a young woman who has wisdom in her mouth. There's nothing sweeter than hearing a young man who has wisdom in his mouth. Are you saying this? That's the importance of it. Come on. Read on.
Oh, how comely a thing is judgment for gray hairs, and for ancient men to know counsel.
To know what?
For ancient men to know counsel.
To know counsel. All right, jump down to please to verse 18, quick.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
Read.
And when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
Shall do what?
Sigh bitterly.
Sigh bitterly. Why will he sigh bitterly? Jump back up to verse 17.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
Read.
And darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
So it's important that you don't, that's what I keep saying, don't wear your life on your face. Because depending on what you're going through, you will wear it. Try to be above that. Can't.
Wow.
And so jump down, if you please, now to verse 21 because of time. Because we need to get back to the real teaching because we're now back online. Go on.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Do what?
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Go on.
And desire her not for pleasure.
And that's why you don't, it's not wise to find women just because of their beauty. Some beautiful women may have a look, but nothing else. See? But women on a whole, you look for the qualities that are in them. Qualities. All right, so let's drop that because we've kind of shifted a little bit. But what I want to get back to is this point. When the scripture said, whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing. Not every man who finds a woman finds a wife. Not every man who finds a woman finds a wife. That's why some women men are married to, they are become his wife, but they do not act like women who are wives. And that's a heavy statement. Wives have to be taught. Wives have to be brought up. And mothers have to be preparing their daughters to be wives. Otherwise, they'll find themselves with a man. They'll be married one day. And the problem is, it will be a false expectation. And you have to believe when I tell you that. And that's why so many women, they have husbands and they don't know when to not. Some women run their mouth all the time and don't realize that when a woman learns to not say anything, that's wisdom. A wise woman will know. That's why the story of Abigail intrigues me so much. Abigail knew her husband was a tyrant. And in knowing that he was a tyrant, do you know what Abigail did? She held her tongue. She dealt with the soon slaughter that was about to happen to both she and all of her servants when David was coming with his men. And she put together a couple of donkeys with oil and raisins and bread and wine and milk and butter, and she loaded them up and sent her servants ahead to stop him. And by doing that, the purpose behind it was to stop the slaughter that David was hot. He was coming for blood because he was known as a man of blood. You mess with David, David's taking your life. Remember, David had no problem.